It's Serenity Storm checking in. Crew, also known as Serenity Storm, checking in for the North Node in Sagittarius. Gang. You feel me? South Node in Gemini. Gang. Alright. So this video, once again, before we even get started and before I introduce myself. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. For those of you that don't already know, I am your Cosmic Rootwork astrologist specializing in North Node activations as well as... Whoa, North Node activations. What the fuck? I am your Cosmic Rootwork astrologist specializing in Mars activations as well as North Node and South Node consultations. Okay, so if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can me up at rainystorm.wix.com/info, and you can find me on all social media at rainystorm. All that information below, my artwork, Mars activations, consultations, all of that stuff. All right, including, okay, the Pisces, the Neptunian vibe, you feel me? New moon beyond the veil, you know, activation, Mars activation that just dropped. So a little bit will be available on YouTube and the rest will be available on Patreon. So you want to make sure you definitely check that out as well. All right. So, what is this video about? Oh my gosh. For those of y'all that have been following the North Node and Sagittarius series, this is, I think, either part 2 or 3. I think this might be part 2 because I did the last one last summer. So I think it's been since the summertime since I've actually did a North Node and Sagittarius update video. South Node Gemini, it's my babies out here. So I want to go ahead and make that. And this is going to be a run-on series. I'm going to try not to wait a year to do this again, or damn near a year to do this again. But this will be like check-ins and things that I have with y'all to kind of update y'all about like what's what, kind of some downloaded messages that I've been getting. And so half will be here, the rest will be on Patreon if you're interested in kind of finding out more, just kind of like where the fuck I'm at, you feel me? So let's get it in, you feel me, nonetheless. I forget what I talked about completely. I have to go back and look at the video, but somebody commented on that video and I was like, damn, it's been a minute since I made a video about North Node and Sagittarius. So let's make the video. To all my North Node Sagittarius babies out there, holding it up and the fuck down, you feel me? Let me put my gloss on. Lip gloss popping. Okay, I got that mango on deck. Yeah, I can't be out here with no ashy ass lips. Fuck. Can't be out here with no ashy ass lips. Anyway, so what's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling with the North Node and Gemini and that South Node and motherfucking Sagittarius this year? Okay, how y'all feeling now that we've had a year pressed on? You feel me? Like, how is the energy? I know for me, it's been... Interesante, okay? Interesante. When it comes to this North Node in Gemini and South Node Sagittarius energy that we're experiencing right now, it's very past life energy. Very much so, a lot of past life energy that's been playing out. I know for me, I don't know about y'all, with this nodal, what they call it, a nodal return. So your nodal, so basically the opposite. Since we're North Node Sagittarius, South Node Gemini, and we're in a North Node Gemini, South Node Sagittarius collectively, we're experiencing a reverse nodal return. And so this is definitely a year to take notes. So was last year, was a year to really take notes. You feel me? You want to see the things that have come up between when the North Node did switch into Gemini and the South Node was in Sagittarius. You want to take stock of all the things that have went down and all the things that have happened during this time. And just know that whatever's happening right now is mirroring and parallel to what was happening in your past life, okay? And you also want to take notes about the South Node and Sagittarius right now as we're talking about our North Node and Sagittarius collectively, all right? So I'm going to just start off with the South Node first in Sagittarius, and then I'll start off with the North Node in Gemini. So Well, no, let me do this. Let me rewind it back. So if it's your first time even coming into this video and you're like, well, what's the North Node? What's the South Node? What's Sagittarius? What's Gemini? I'll just baby step you into this, and then we'll get into, you know, I'll keep it short but brief, and then we'll kind of move into this nodal reverse return, because this shit is getting deep, okay? So take it in, all right? Suck it up, all right? So first and foremost, you want to see what house this is playing out in. Your North Node and your South Node. Mine personally is in my 10th house. My Sagittarius is in my 10th house. And I have a South Node in Gemini in the 4th house. All right. So it plays a little bit differently for all of us. But for some of us, maybe the same. But we probably have different aspects. Of course, our birth charts are never the same. So look into it. Get into it. All right. Now, what I do want to say is, for those of y'all, once again, that's coming in for the first time, your North Node is unlocking the keys to your destiny as to why you're here. The mission that you come to accomplish is your North Node. It is literally moving out of your comfort zone, all right? Allowing yourself to move beyond the box, you know, of your South Node energy, right? Your past life. You know, this is the energy that played out in your past life, the themes that played out in your past life in regards to what houses placements. It'll show you how that was being played out. Definitely. Yeah. So I say that all to say, right? You know, sometimes people will focus on your North Node being like the end all be all, but really this is about balancing out your North Node and your South Node together collectively, but moving away of South Node themes. You're comfortable there, and you probably still have a lot of lessons that you still need to learn. You probably have some cleanup, you know, that you would need to learn. And I feel like this North Node in Gemini this year and last year have shown you that, of past life things that you have needed to clear out, so you can move forward and you can move on by the time we get to North Node in Taurus. It's a different kind of energy. We're not going to talk about North Node and Taurus right now, but let's go back. You feel me? So the South Node is comfortability, where you've been comfortable, kind of the box that you kind of stay in, what you're used to. Your North Node is actually trekking new territory. Your North Node is literally trekking new territory. It's unfamiliar. You've never been there, but you're going. If you allow yourself to go there, you will go there. You know what I mean? And the universe will actually guide you. You know, the universe will guide you to that North Node, but you have to be in a space that you're open and willing to experience those things. So that's a little bit about your North Node and South Node. When we're talking about the energy of, if this is your North Node, South Node, if you have a North Node in Sagittarius and a South Node in Gemini, the South Node in Gemini, once again, you want to see what house this is playing out in, because it's definitely different for everybody. And also if there's any planets and if anything is aspecting those planets within your chart. For me personally, I have Mars in my 4th house. Okay. Mars in my 4th house. And Sagittarius, I don't think I have any my midhaven is in Sagittarius. My IC is in Gemini. But I don't think I have any Sagittarius No, I don't have any Sagittarius planets per se. Do I have any Sagittarius? I don't think so, no. No, I don't have any personal or besides my North Node. I think that's the only thing in my MC conjunct. Yeah. So, with that being said, you want to see those and what's aspecting those as well, once again, as I said. But this is the energy when we're talking about the South Node, first of all, in Gemini. This is like neighborhood watch, you feel me? But not neighborhood watch in like the neighborhood watch way, but you know, this is like your family, you know, your people, you know, your day-to-day activities that you do, the people around you, your communication, how you're communicating on a day-to-day basis, the things that you see in your immediate environment, short distance travel, you know, taking that young road trip to another place, your brothers and sisters, your immediate family members, you feel me? I think of this energy as the energy of when people will be like, you know, back in the day, everybody used to know everybody on the block. Listen, and not just everybody knew everybody on the block, but everybody knew everybody on the block from a first and last name basis, period. You could not go up the block without somebody knowing who your mama was, somebody knowing who your grandpa, your uncle, your poppy. You feel me? Couldn't do it. You know what I mean? So motherfuckers be like, all right, keep fucking with me, I'm gonna go tell your mama. You feel me? So that's Gemini energy. All right. When we talk about, you know, Sagittarius, North Node and Sagittarius energy, this is once again charting new territory. You know, Gemini is very much so like baseline education, like, you know, for example, 2 + 2 = 4. You feel me? Like, that's just really basic example. So I don't want to get Gemini fucked up as a Gemini's like no. Gemini is highly intelligent, highly resourceful, you know, ideas out the yin yang, very playful, very curious, also open-minded in that sense as well too. Whereas Sagittarius can be, even though it's mutable air versus mutable fire, Sagittarius can be very dogmatic and very fixed in what it believes in. All right. When we also talk about too, when we talk about Sagittarius, is your spirit guides, Jupiterian energy. Okay, where Gemini is the planet of Mercury, mercurial energy. So we're going from Mercury to Jupiter energy, Sagittarian energy, which wants to expand beyond limitations, expand beyond its family dynamics. This is overseas, going across the seas to trek new heights, to experience. So it can actually talk about those experiences to the people, you know. Sagittarius will go there. It will trek and chart new territory that most people would be scared to do. But Sagittarius is going to do it because that's what Sagittarius does. You feel me? So where we talk about religion, theory, philosophy, you know. Once again, long distance travel. And I'm not just talking about travel with a plane or by boat, but this is also astro travel, you know, or reading a book and traveling to a different place, learning a new language. This is Sagittarian energy, you know what I mean? It wants to learn something new. It wants to go deeper. It's not just baseline facts. If this is a fact, this is a fun fact. No, Sagittarius will be like, okay, I am researching this, but now I know this, I know this. I can theorize, I can conceptualize, I can philosophize, I don't know, philosophize, or what the fuck ever. Sagittarius energy. It wants to go above and beyond to know the thing, or whatever is shot its arrow in its mark. You feel me? Sagittarius wants to dive deeper and go there. This is also the teacher, the guru. You know, this is the energy of, I've been able to experience it, I've done it, I know it. You know, so I can tell you about it. I can share my own personal experience about it with you. You know, I've had my own experience with it. You know, Sagittarius also too just wants to, Sagittarius too just needs to be mindful, you know, to my North Node Sagittarius is we just all need to collectively be mindful that everything is not black and white. But also too knowing that Sagittarius likes to do shit different. Sagittarius doesn't like to do shit like everybody else. I'm going to turn it this way because I'm just going to lay my little feet down real quick. Sagittarius don't want to do shit like everybody else. Sagittarius wants to do shit in its own way, in its own time, in its own energy. You feel me? It's not like any other, you know, it'll learn the basics. It'll learn because, you know, Capricorn energy comes right after Sagittarius energies, or, you know, Scorpio before that. So they'll dive deep into like what has already been established, what has already been done. You feel me? But essentially Sagittarius is going to find its own way to put its own sauce, you know, in the spaghetti. You feel me? It's going to come up with its own recipe in order to make things work, in order to make things cook. You feel me? So, you know, Sagittarius energy is expansive in that nature. Automatic, off GP. You feel me? So that's just a little bit, you know. I do have a North Node and South Node video that I did for Pride last year. If y'all want to go check that out, it's down below, or not down below, but it's in the files. You feel me? I think I'm gonna do a North Node and South Node series just to kind of break it down even more, but I will be doing that on my Patreon, so you can definitely check that out. You know what I mean? Once again, patreon.com/ArainyStorm for that information for sure. But let's get into it. So, updates, you feel me? personally, you know, this is personally my own personal perspective. Y'all could definitely let me know how y'all feel in the links down below. But I did want to update y'all. Like I said, I'm not gonna keep y'all so long, damn near a year on this shit. But you know, with everything that happened from last year to this year, I mean, what do y'all expect the motherfucker to do? You feel me? So anyway, basically, this energy of the reversal nodal return that we're experiencing, once again, I really want y'all to pay attention to what has been going on from last year to this year before we move into the North Node in Taurus. I will say it again, because this is your past life playing out. All right, it's your past life playing out. Mars, Gemini. Mars is in Gemini, okay, our South Node. And the North Node is in Gemini at this time, and it will be conjuncting towards the end of the month. Right on the money. So whatever's going on, whatever has been going on, like I said, during this time, you really want to pay attention to it. You want to ask yourself questions like, is this something that I want to keep in this new cycle? Because after we move through this, by the time, let me think, I'm going to be dropping this. So yeah, by the time we experience the, my bad, y'all. Anyway, as I was saying before I got my shit dropped, disrespectful, the fuck. By the time we experience this Piscean new moon cycle, we're going to be dancing our motherfucking way into a new 7-year cycle. So you got to ask yourself, is there things around you that you want to keep? You know? Are there things around you that you want to continue to bring into this new phase? Are there some things that you want to let go of? You know, and you got to be real fucking honest with yourself about that shit. Because, honestly, man, the shit that's coming, the shit that's here, I'm not even going to say the shit that's coming, the shit that's here and the shit that we're moving through right now as a collective, ain't no turning back. It ain't no turning back, you know? We've been preparing for this shit since the folks that have been watching me from the beginning, you feel me? You know, since we really started digging into this astrology shit, like, what's coming, you already know what it is. There is no turning back from that. So you got to be real fucking clear as to what you want to create. You know, Gemini is a very imaginative sign, you know. Gemini is also, once again, your environment. Is the environment that you're in right now the environment that you want to be in the next couple months down the line? You know? And I get it. We all have our situations, and there's a lot going on right now. So I'm not out here trying to pressure anybody into doing anything that they... But I'm not trying to hold you. You feel me? I'm not... If you're watching this video right now, you know, or if you come this far and you still listening to this video, just know that this message is for you. You know, and you have everything that you need. You have all the tools, all the keys to literally change your situation. The way this Aquarius energy is moving right now is rapid as shit. It's rapid as fuck right now. Things are changing quickly. Capricorn energy, it took some time. You know, Capricorn energy is going to take some time to get to where it needs to get to. Aquarius energy, it's quick. It's like viral energy. You post something online, the shit picks up, boom. Now the shit's blown up. Now the shit's out of proportion. You feel me? So that's the same way you gotta look at your situation. You know, miracles happen every fucking day. You know what I mean? And for those of y'all that have been putting in that work, and I'm not just talking about like physical job, every day-to-day work, but shadow work. You know, really working on yourself, really trying to clear things out in yourself, and really trying to, you know, battle your fucking demons, you know, clear out past, you know, energy, being in a state of listening, being in a state of receptivity. You know, niggas see you, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers out here see you, you feel me? And you got to keep that as you move through the rest of this time. This is gearing you only for when you actually have your North Node return. All right. This is gearing you for when you actually have your North Node return, which is in less than 10 years. I think it's 30. Well, depends on how, what age you are, but I think it's in middle 30s, mid 30s, and we just talking about time and the essence of that, so the shit is coming. So take what you've learned from this time. As you can see from the South Node in Sagittarius, it hurts more than not to follow what everybody else is doing, how everybody else is feeling, what the world is feeling. One thing I appreciate about Gemini energy and our South Node energy, we naturally have the ability to kind of just say it like it is. Like we have that ability. I'm not saying that everybody moves that way, but you just kind of say it how it is and say it what it is. And you worry less about what the world thinks, and you kind of mind your own and do what you feel is right at the time in the moment. Sagittarius energy, especially with the South Node Sagittarius, as you can see, everybody's caught up in what everybody else is doing, how everybody else is moving, what everybody else is thinking, what's going on in the media, what's going on in the news, what's going on across the world, what's going on here, what's going on there. Are you doing what you need to? No. Are you doing what you need to do? Are you minding your business? You feel me? Are you doing what it is that you need to do for yourself so you can get the healing that you need? Are you doing what you need to do to connect back to source and get the messages, Gemini, the messenger God, and get the messages that you need to move forward into your North Node? Are you doing that? Or are we worried about everything that's going on the outside? South Node in Sagittarius. So I said to say, use this year as your medicine. Use this year as your medicine. Take notes. You feel me? Whether it's mental notes, physical notes, take notes. Because this is going to propel you into your North Node by taking what worked for these past 2 years and what did not work for yourself. Don't allow me to tell you shit, because I ain't out here trying to tell y'all niggas. Y'all already know what it is, especially y'all that been following me. I ain't out here to be trying to tell y'all what to do. I'm just the messenger my damn self. All right? I'm just the messenger. All right? That's all. That's it. That's all. So, yeah. That's all I can really say about that. But following that, just to kind of close it out with the North Node in Gemini and our South Node being in Gemini, right? Letting that inner child come out to play. I think I mentioned that in the last video because I remember specifically saying this, but allowing your inner child to come out to play. Not getting bamboozled by the Neptunian energy that's going on as well. Going with the flow, but also using discernment, because there's a lot of squares happening over right now with all this Piscean energy, Venus, Neptune, and the Sun over to this energy. I just want to put that out there. It's thick out here. The veil and the fog is really thick out here, so you just want to make sure that you know what I mean? Keeping your eyes peeled and keeping your eyes open. For sure. And, just taking everything day by day as much as you can. Really taking everything day by day, allowing yourself to get a sense of self, connecting back to that past life and who you were and what you come from, and allowing your guides, your messenger guides, to come through to communicate with you about your next steps, about where you need to go and what direction you are headed, not where everybody else is headed, but direction that you are headed. And let that shit play out, Really allow that shit to play out. Definitely. But yeah, I think that's all I have for y'all. Like I said, I'm going to definitely keep y'all updated. Like I said, it's been a minute. I'm kind of tired. I'm not even going to lie to you. I've been making videos all damn day. So I think I'm going to go ahead and check it out. I already know what it is. Already started checking in, checking out. And yeah. Let's get it. Shout out to my North Node Sagittarius babies. We in this bitch. Alright? Deuces.